It's that super no Shima flow. Yeah, it's that.
What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Brandoncoin. This is typically where I have the daily mining live show, but today I wanted to do something kind of different. Obviously I couldn't make it tonight, so today's pre-recorded video, I was gonna have the Radeon 7 results. I have some of them, but the problem is the computer crashed while I was using it. The guys over at Cudominer were letting me use their personal Radeon 7 for testing. I was trying a little bit of overclocking, and it didn't like it. It didn't like it while I was remoted into it, so it kicked me off, and now it's attempting to reconnect, but the computer's offline. And of course, with the time zone difference, they're out. They're not in the office. Nobody's there, so I'm like, dang, I messed up. Anyway, I did check, and like bone stock out of the box, it was running about 75 mega hash on Ethereum. And then when I was starting to bump that core up and slam the memory all the way up there, it was doing around 90. The only thing is, though, the card runs hot. And it looks like the fans aren't ramping all the way up. See, but I'm not there on location with the card, so I can't actually look at it. And I didn't want to like burn the card down. So, like here's a prime example. I started up on Ravencoin right here, and it gets up to like 19 mega hash. See where? Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. 19 mega hash right here, right? It gets up to 19 mega hash. We're not even a minute in, and then already the temperature on the card was like 70, 71 Celsius. And the longer I let it run, which I just grabbed this one screen grab, I thought I was going to get more, but the computer went down. The more I let it run, the hotter it gets. This card gets up 75, 76, 77, 78, and I'm like, whoa, let me break it down. So I cut it off. Then I try something else. Still, they get hotter than what I like. So the way to offset that right now, the only way I saw, was to actually pull some of the power off of it, but then you lose the hash rate. So I'm not exactly crazy about the efficiency right now. I'd love to have the card in hand, because then I could definitely check to see what it's really pulling from the wall, that kind of thing. But some people are like, oh my god, can it hit 100 mega hash? It can, but it's not stable. It spikes up to 100, holds it for a couple seconds, and falls back down. It looks like the highest stable hash rate I can get is around 95 mega hash. The only problem with that is that I would not describe the temperature as being stable. I'm not happy with a card that's going to run at 75 plus degrees Celsius all the time. It's too hot for me. If I was there personally, I wanted to try like pointing a fan directly on the card to see if maybe it's just an airflow problem, or is it a cooler design? Like, what is it that makes this card run so daggone hot? But yeah, so now with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I did check a couple other things. We were getting like a little over 2,000 on Kryptonite V7. Nothing crazy, nothing to write home about. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get this resolved and I can have an update and an actual full-fledged video here soon. But let's get on to the daily rates and all that kind of stuff, and I'll pull that up. So all right, so taking a look at the market again, we are like on the cusp of a $4,000 Bitcoin. We have a $3,995 Bitcoin at the moment, so we're less than $5 away from a $4,000 Bitcoin again. Yes, February 22nd, 2019. Either a good day or it's gonna be a bad day following this. Anyway, Ethereum's at $148, Litecoin's at $49. Monero's at 52.13. Ethereum Classic's at 474. Grin is at $4.43. Beam is at $1.15. Zcoin $5.50. So we got some stuff going on. Bitcoin Diamond 76 cents. So solid market right now. Solid market. Not a bad market to be in at all. And as for the graphics cards, the Aeon cards didn't really go up or down. They stayed stagnant. They're still mining about the same as they were yesterday. The Zcoin cards that were direct mining Zcoin went down about 3% overall. And then the cards that were on Ethereum went up about 2 to 5%. And then also the RTX 2070 on Cudominer went up about 1% from yesterday to today. If you want to pause that, take a look at it more in depth, go ahead and do that. If not, then the deal of the day, as it was the day before, is still the $20 Beta mining rig frame. So for 20 bucks, and it's Amazon Prime, especially you guys here in the US, like, oh my gosh, it's so cheap. You can't beat it for the price. Can't beat it. So if you need a mining rig frame for a 6 GPU rig, here you go. Here it is. Here it is, and I got a cat in my lap. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all have a good weekend. I will be back Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Adios, guys.